So let me set the agenda first. The agenda of this demo is to understand what is DBT, what are the different ways in which we can connect to DBT, and we'll try to install Snowflake and DBT. Okay? So we'll try to see what are the different components we have in DBT. Okay? So that is the agenda of this demo, guys. In case if you have any questions, you can stop me. So basically, when I say DBT, why we are going with the DBT actually? Why we need this DBT? So basically, this data build tool actually. So basically, it will perform all the transformations. So when I say transformations, I think you might have worked with the different ETL tools, I guess. Like we have Informatica, Talent, and we have data set. Different ETL tools are there. Right? So basically, those ETL tools, right, will extract the data, and within the tool itself, we are transforming the data, and finally we are putting into the data warehouse. Okay, so there's a lot of cost involved. Even there is a lot of performance issues while performing the transformations. So that's why, right? Generally, the usual practice is nowadays in the market, right? So everyone are moving towards Snowflake, right? So I'm just listing the different databases that are available in the market currently, and even I'll tell you the projects. So we know it. We have Oracle SQL Server, and we have Teradata, and we have Netezza. I'm just naming the popular data warehouse databases. So currently in the market, what they are doing is they are migrating all their databases from all these existing one to the Snowflake. So the reason is Snowflake will give the better performance, or it has different integrations with other tools actually. So that is one reason they are moving towards Snowflake. And but to apply the transformations, so what exactly they are doing is they're directly dumping the data from, let's take Oracle. So they're directly dumping the database from Oracle to Snowflake. Okay, and they are using different tools. Different tools like Python is one of the tool actually. By using Python, they're dumping the raw data to Snowflake, and by using DBT, they're applying the transformations. Okay, so when I say transformations, right? These are all the different transformations. So you can do the cleansing operations, okay, and you can do perform like different aggregation operations. Okay, so let's say if I have to elaborate on this, right? Sorry. So let's say when I say data cleansing is, what are the typical operations we have in data cleansing? We can apply the filters, right? We can apply the filter conditions, okay, and we can convert the data types and all. Okay, so those will comes under the data cleansing operation, and later we can apply the different what to say aggregations. Okay, let's say we have these group by functions, right, and we have the window functions. Okay, we can apply different transformations, okay, by using these things, and we can join with different tables, okay, and we can use different joins actually. So these are all the typical transformation activities. So everything can be performed in DBT. Okay, even if you want to like derive any kind of fields, let's say if you want to create a new field from the existing fields, okay, you can derive a new column actually. So by using this calculated fields, and we can use some functions actually. We have string functions, date functions, right? Like to manipulate the strings, okay, like to transform the date values, we can use these functions, okay, and finally we can validate the data. And in Snowflake we have like documentation, so you can prepare the documents kind of thing, okay. We can add descriptions, okay, and we can keep the track of the changes. So these are all the different things that you can perform in DBT. So basically, the state transformations. So what are the transformations that we can do? So these are all the different transformations that we can do this. And so that's what I have mentioned here. So by using this Python, we are extracting the data from different databases, and we are putting into the data warehouse. So currently, for our lecture, right, we are using Snowflake as a data warehouse, and with the help of DBT, we are performing the transformation case. Okay. The important point that you need to observe is we are not going to perform any transformations within Snowflake, but outside of the Snowflake. Okay, and what are the different what to say platforms you have in DBT? So we have DBT Cloud and DBT Core, guys. Okay, so DBT Cloud and DBT Core. So DBT Cloud is nothing but it's a cloud version. So in case if you wish to install that, right, you just need to type get DBT. If you type just get DBT, right, so you'll be in this particular page. So there will be an option to create the account. One second. Can you see here? Try DBT Cloud. Okay, this is a cloud version of it, guys. Okay, it's just straightforward. Even I think you might have created an account with Snowflake, right? Earlier, it's a similar step actually. It's as simple as creating a Gmail account. I'll show you that how can we do that. This is the cloud version, guys. We have two things here, two versions here. There are two ways actually. One is DBT Cloud, DBT Core. So DBT Core is nothing but it's a command line interface, guys. Okay? We'll call it as a CLI actually. It's a command line interface. So you can execute the commands through command line. Okay? And there are two important files that you need to that gets generated once you install DBT. Okay? One is the profile.yaml file and project.yaml file. Yes. So we will talk about that. But on a high level, we have two platforms. One is the cloud one, the other one is the command line interface. Okay. So there are some keywords that you need to understand. Maybe these are all listed in your course content. So we have a models, okay, snapshots, seeds, and all. Okay, data sets, macros, sources, metrics, groups, analysis. So these are all the different keywords, or there is nothing but the course content, guys. So these are all the things that we are going to discuss. So when I say model, guys, it's just a simple SQL statement. Okay, let us say if you want to join different tables and you want to get only required fields. Okay, so within the model itself, you can define all these things. Okay, so we'll see them practically. So any question, guys, till this point. So we are trying to understand why we are using DBT. So what are the different ways in which we can connect to DBT, and what are the different keywords we have. So as part of this demo, right, we'll try to see what is a model and how can we build a model. Okay. So to start with, right, what I'm going to do is I'll first install DBT CLI case. Okay. So to do that, right, what you need to do is you need to have a Snowflake account first. You need to have a Snowflake account first, and after that, you need to install few of the tools. Case one is Anaconda, the other one is Visual Studio. Okay, so these three are enough actually. And in case if you have an AWS account, that is fine, or else I'll show you how to create the account. Okay, so the point is let's assume we are getting the raw data. Let's say the raw data is available in Snowflake. Okay.
Visual Studio Code?
Visual Studio?
Visual
Not
Studio?
cloud. No.
Code.
Which one?
So we have the VS Code, right? You are mentioning.
Right, same one, same VS Code, exactly. VS Code,
okay,
yes.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So the point is, let's assume we have the raw data in Snowflake. We'll try to see how we are going to connect to Snowflake from DBT, and we'll try to see a simple model. So I already installed Anaconda case in my laptop. Let me just show you the steps actually. So you need to search for Anaconda Navigator. So click on this download option. So it'll ask you to, in case if you have like an account, you can sign in, or else click on free download. So you need to provide the email address. Let me get one email address. So I'm just taking one of my student email. So we will receive an email for the download link. So Anaconda distribution download. So click on this download option. Okay, just click on this download. So I'm creating a new folder, please. Let me open that. So let it download. This is the first step. And second step is we need to create an account with Snowflake. You need to go to snowflake.com. Like those who are new to Snowflake, um, you can ask the admin team. They'll share you like a couple of videos just to get the overview of Snowflake. Okay? Or else, in case if you wish to attend any like the basic sessions, yeah, you can request them. Okay? So they'll put you into the one of the batch. Okay? You can get the basics of Snowflake. So I would like to create an account with Snowflake. Let me click on start for free. Let me close this. So it is asking us to select the username, password, and all, first name, last name. So clear, right? Yes. So I need to give the first name, last name, okay, the role, and the basic details. So it is clearly saying that you'll have a 30 days of free trial, and you'll get $400 of credit actually. Let me click on continue. So there are three editions, guys. These are the editions of Snowflake. Okay, just a minute. So in case if you wish to see the editions, right, there are different editions here. Let me show you that. So these are the different editions: standard edition, enterprise, business critical. Okay. So each edition has its own features, but if you are new to this, I think let me just put it with a simple example. Let us say you are planning to purchase a car. Okay. Let's assume this is your base variant. This is the mid variant and high variant. Okay. So I'm going with high variant because I'll get all the features. Similarly, Snowflake has given n number of features. In case if I go with the business critical, I'll get all the features. And Snowflake as such, they don't have their own cloud environment. So that is the reason they are relying on these three cloud providers: Microsoft Azure, AWS, and GCP. So I'm just going with AWS. So there is no difference, guys. You can select any of the cloud provider. Get started. Okay, so they're just taking the feedback. What is the reason in which you are creating this account? If you wish to give the feedback, yes, give that, or else you can skip the step. So let me skip that. So I just downloaded Anaconda. Let me skip this out. See, I'll get one email, okay, for the activation. So let me switch to the email. It will take a minute. Yes. Can you see the email? So I need to activate my account. Copy the URL. This is a URL which we need to use. Okay. So this is to create the Snowflake account, guys. And after that, what we need to do, we need to have a username and password to log into that account. So click on this activate button. So I'm selecting the username and password. Fine. So I save the username and password. Because we're going to use these credentials throughout our lecture. Just skip for now. No. So you need to open a SQL worksheet here because we need to create a database, right? We need to create a database and some few tables for our practice. And by default, so once you create a Snowflake account, right? So you will get these two databases actually. So one is they'll give you the like the sample tables for your practice. So the other one is completely for admin actually. Okay? So I'm creating a database, guys. Let's say I'm creating a database called DevDB. And one more important point is you should know the role importance of this role actually. Okay? Uh, let's say just to put you the simple statement. Okay. Let's say we are working in a company actually. So Krishna, like I'm the manager. So so under me like team lead, consultant, senior software, fresher. These are the different designations if you're working in a company. Similarly, in Snowflake also we have different roles. So in a company without a designation, okay, no employee will exist. Okay. Similarly, in Snowflake, without a role, a user will not exist. Okay. So for the timing, what you can assume is account admin means he is a manager, security admin means he is a team lead, user admin, system admin, and public. Okay, you can take this as an example just to explain the roles, guys. Okay, currently the role which I am using is account admin. The role which I am using is account admin because it's a super role. Okay, with this you can manage everything in the account. So to create any to execute any statement in Snowflake, right? You need to use this play button. These are the shortcuts, or else you can use Control Enter. Okay, this is the shortcut, guys. Let me create the database. And one more important point is once you create a database in Snowflake, like two schemas will be automatically created. So one is information schema, the other one is public schema. I'll tell you what is information schema later. But the requirement is I would like to create a schema. Let's say I'm creating a schema called dev schema. Now I have the dev schema. So I see any objects, right? As of now, I don't have any objects here, but just for our practice, okay? So I just want to see, I just want to create few tables, actually, okay? So let me get you the script just to save the time because I want you to show you the environment. So that's the reason. Just a minute. I already have the script with me. I think yes, I think we can get these things. What is that? I think we can get this. One minute, guys. Let me open the file. The tables and all I'm just checking, or else I need to create these tables manually. Yeah, I have the script. Okay, let me copy this. Things. So these are all you can directly access this. These are all available in the DBT documentation. You can directly access them. See this. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a new table called orders table. So in this orders table, I have order ID, customer ID, and the order date and the status. So I'm going to create one more table. So that is nothing but a customer table. So I'm creating orders table and the customers table. So we have customer ID, first name and last name, and the other table is customer orders. That's a payment table. Okay. There are three tables which I'm going to create. Okay. So there are different columns here. Okay. Creation date. Okay. So yeah, these are the different columns I have. So let me create these tables. And one more important point is I'll tell you this one. I don't know whether you have idea on this file formats or not, but let me just tell you. First, let me create the tables. So I would like to execute these three statements. I'll share you the scripts, guys. Now, the point is I want to load the data into these tables. In case in Snowflake, right, if you want to load the data, guys, do you have any idea on Snowflake? Just want to, anyone?
Yeah, Krishna. I
Yeah,
know
you guys
things.
having the idea, right? Yeah. So what about the others, guys? Because these are the basic steps that you need to understand. So I'll do one thing. I'll take a separate session to cover the basics of Snowflake, just like for 2 days, because this is the database that we are going to use for like for our sessions actually. So I'm creating a couple of objects, guys. Three tables I have created, and I'm creating one file format. I'll tell you the reason why I'm creating the file format. And next step is I'm loading the data into the table. So I created orders table, customer table, right? There are three tables I have created. One is the payment table. So as of now, I don't have any data in my table. So in orders table, I don't have any data. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to load the data from the S3 bucket. Okay. So AWS S3 bucket. Okay. So here we have a file called CSV file. Okay? So you can access this publicly. Let me run this statement. Even you can straight away follow these steps. Okay. See, it is loaded. 99 records are loaded. If you query the table, you will see 99 records. Now I am loading the data into the customer table. So to load the data, we need to use a copy into statement. So this will load the data into the respective table from this stage actually. This is called the stage actually. Okay. This is a stage location actually. I'll cover the basics, not a problem. But just for the time being, we are creating the tables and we are loading the data into the respective tables. Now the point is, so now I will install DBT, okay, CLI, and I would like to connect to this particular database. So the database which I am currently using is DevDB and DevSchema. Let's assume you have the raw data in your data warehouse. Your data warehouse is Snowflake. Now let me give you the steps to install DBT DBT core case. It's a command line interface. Okay? So we already downloaded Anaconda, right? This is the software that we have downloaded. So the steps are straightforward, guys. You can double click and you can install that. So I already installed Anaconda in my laptop. So once you install it, you will get Anaconda prompt. So click on this prompt. So once you click on the prompt, right? Can you see here? It is showing as base, right? So this is one of the environment, guys. The environment is base environment. Okay. Now, if you want to see what are the different environments you have, okay, what are the different environments you have? So what you need to do is you need to run a command actually. So conda env list. Okay, it will give you the different environments. Okay. So I have two environments. I think as of now I don't have. Let me remove this one. One minute, yes. I think I already installed this one. It's better. I think I'll show you one more. Let me close this. I'll install one more time because I already have a version in my laptop. I'll show you that. So meanwhile, let me draft the steps, guys, to install Anaconda and DBT Cloud. So the first step is, so we are creating a Snowflake account, and second step is, so we are installing Anaconda. I think you already have the steps. So the third step is we'll install this. Then we'll see the different commands, okay, so which we need to install. Okay, guys, do you have any idea on Python? In Python, we have different packages, guys. Okay. So to install DBT also, we need some packages. To install any package, we need to use pip command. Okay, pip install and the package name. We'll try to talk about these keywords, guys. We have this different keywords, right? We have models. So what exactly meant by a model? So basically, models are nothing but these are all SQL statements. Okay, you can write a different SQL statement, guys. Okay, and you can execute the models. You can execute the models. Okay, so today we will see how can we execute a model. Okay, we'll talk about those details. Basically, snapshot is nothing but it will maintain the snapshots of the data. Okay, and one more important point is we need to know the different commands actually. Okay, okay. So these are all the I told you, right, we have two different files, right? One is project.yaml file and profile.yaml file. Okay. So in the project.yaml file, these are all the different things that we can see. So we can see the models, seeds, tests, okay, analytics, everything we will see. Okay. Let me install this first, then you'll get the clarity on what I'm talking about. Click on next and finish. So I already have the new version. Let me double click on this. Now we are installing Anaconda, guys. And one more important point is you'll find one keyword called materialization, guys. Okay, so in DBT you'll find a term called materialization. So there are 5 types of materialization, guys. Okay, so you can create a table, you can create a view, okay, or you can load the incremental data. If any changes are there, so you can load the incremental data. Okay, and you have like this ephemeral is there, materialized view is there, but uh, the point is what are different materializations we have. Okay, so we'll talk about all these things, guys. Once we install it, you'll see everything. Okay, then you get the clear picture. Okay, and I give in the definition what exactly DBT will do. So DBT will do the coding, testing, deployment, documentation, and data lineage. I'll explain like each term actually. It's still taking time. And one more important point is you need to know some basic commands in Snowflake. So the current database which we are using is DevDB, and the current schema is dev schema. And there is one more thing called warehouse, guys. Warehouse is nothing but basically it will give you the compute power to retrieve the data. Okay, if you want to perform any operations against the database, okay, so you require warehouse. Clear it is. So we require the warehouse. So currently the objects which I'm creating with the role called account admin, and we created a new database and schema. and you should know the account name. In case if because we need to give the account name, guys. So once we are installing DBT, right, we need to give the account name. What is the account name, guys? We created the Snowflake account, right? So the portion after HTTPS before snowflakecomputing.com, this is called your account name. This is my account name, okay? And username, this is my username. This is the password. So you need to know the account name, username and password, and the role name. The role which I am currently using is account admin. The role is account admin. And the warehouse which you are using, compute_warehouse. So these are all the different mandatory fields actually that you know. Anyways, we got that information. Let me see. That will take one more minute. And one more important point is I'm going to create the DBT project in this particular folder. This is a new folder wherein I would like to build the DBT project. So this is the location of the DBT project. Okay. This is the location of the DBT_project. And you'll find one more YAML file, right? I think I discussed it. What are the different files you have in DBT? There are two files, guys. One is project.yaml file. The other one is profile.yaml file. So DBT project.yaml file and profile.yaml file. So where exactly this profile.yaml file will be there? Okay? So this profile.yaml file will be available in your installed path actually. So we have not installed yet. Let me see. Usually, right, the profile.yaml file, you need to go to the respective drive, open this, and go to the respective users. So here in this particular user, we will install the DBT. So this is the location of your DBT path. This is the location. Here you will find your profile.yaml file. You will find a file called .dbt, and here you will find profile.yaml file. And here you will find your project.yaml file. Yeah, done. The installation is completed. Click on next and finish. Fine. So let me go to the Anaconda prompt, guys. So I would like to see the environment, guys. What are different environments I have? So I would like to see that. So in case if you want to see that, what you need to do is you need to run a command called dbt env list. It is loading. So preparing the interface. Yes. So I'm just saying conda env list. So I'm trying to see the different environments here. So I have only the base environment, guys. So this is the location of the base environment, but I would like to create a project. In case if you wish to create a project, command is, so you need to use conda create -n new project. So the name of the project is, let's say, dbt_project. This is my project. Okay. And one more important point is you need to define the Python version here. So guys, I already installed Python in my laptop. So the version which I have is Python 3.12. In case if you want to install this Python, right, you need to go to python.org. You can download the latest version. Okay, so python.org. The latest version is 3.12. So this is the latest version, 3.12.7. This is the latest version. You can download. This is straightforward actually. Let me go to the command prompt. I need to define the Python version which I have in my laptop. Okay. So I have 3.12, right? That is the version I have. Okay. So Python 3.12. You're clear, right? So conda create -n, and there's a new project 3.12, right? 3.12. So if I run this, so it will download and it will extract the different packages. What it will do, it will download and install the required packages. Can you see the below message? So these are the new packages that are going to install. So would you like to continue? Yes. So it is downloading and extracting the required packages. So to create a project. You'll get the clarity. Yes. Then let me complete this. Then you'll get the clear picture. Okay. Fine. So they're giving a few commands. Conda activate project. So currently, what is the project you have is it is a base actually. Okay. But let me see what are different packages have. Conda env list. To see the packages, I mean to see the different projects that are available. So I have this project, right? Now what I'm going to do is I would like to activate this one. Okay. How can you activate? They have given the command conda activate the respective project. I want to use this project. So can you see the prompt is it got changed, right? It got changed, right? Now it is in this particular project. Okay. Now, so let us see the different packages we have. Okay. Pip install, pip list. Okay, pip list. What are different packages we have? So it gives us the different packages. So as of now, I don't have any packages, guys. Okay. Now I would like to. Okay. I would like to what to say install DBT core actually. So that is the requirement. I would like to install DBT core. Okay. So we are working with CLI, right? It's a command line interface. Now I would like to install DBT core. So to install DBT core, what you need to do is pip is the command here. Pip install. So DBT core. Okay. So this is the command. Pip install DBT core. So no need to give the version, guys. It will by default it will install the latest version. Okay. So if you want to work with DBT, you need to install this particular package, DBT core. Let me run this. Can you see here? So we have DBT common, DBT adapters, DBT core. Okay. So to install these packages, it requires sub packages. Okay. It will install all the required packages. Okay. It's almost done. Yes. Okay. Now, if I say pip list, what are the different packages that I have? Okay. These are all the different packages. Earlier, when I ran this command, I got only 3 or 4 packages, right? Now I have all the required packages. Just search for DBT. See, these are all the different packages that are available with DBT. Okay. Now we are working with DBT core. Right. Now let's see the DBT version we have. What is the DBT version that got installed? DBT version. The version is 1.8.7. Okay, it is up to date. So when you install pip install dbt core, right, by default it will install the latest version. Can you see the plugins? What do you mean by plugin, guys? So plugins are nothing but, so by using this dbt, okay, by using this dbt core, so do you have any access to do you have any access to the other environments? That those are called plugins. So as of now, I don't have any plugins here. Okay. In case if I want to install the plugins, okay, let's say the plugin which we want to install is Snowflake. Okay. So pip install. There is one more package that you need to install. That is pip install dbt Snowflake. So this is the plugin, guys. if you want to connect to Snowflake, you need a plugin. So the package name is DBT Snowflake. So pip install is the command. If you want to install any package, not only in Snowflake, in DBT, anywhere. If you want to install any package, the command is pip install and the respective package name. So now let me check the versions first. DBT version. So earlier I don't have any plugins, right? Let it complete. You can see I have a Snowflake plugin. Okay, I have the latest Snowflake plugin. Now, so the requirement is, okay, so I would like to create a new project. Okay. So let me create a new project here. So I'm picking this location. Let me switch to that CD and the respective path, and I would like to create a folder here. Let's say DBT underscore info. Okay, so this is the folder. So in this particular folder, CD. Okay, so in this particular folder, I would like to install the, okay, DBT. Okay, I would like to install my packages. Okay, clear? Okay, fine. So let me run this one. DBT initialize. This is initialize. Okay, what it exactly do? This command will initializes the project. Okay, so as of now, I don't have any files, right? I don't see any files here. Let me do a refresh. So I don't have any files here. So I am doing the initialization. Okay, DBT initialize. Okay, what it will do? This initializes the project. So what will happen if it initializes the project? Let me run this. What it is saying? Enter a, see here, enter a name for your project. So I would like to give the name as DBT underscore project. This is my project. So with this name, a new folder will be created. So this is my project. What it is asking is, can you see the message? Don't see anyone yet. Okay, enter a number. Okay, so what are the plugins you have? Currently you have only one plugin, right? That is Snowflake. Let me give one here. Now you need to provide the your account name, to which account you want to connect. So I already have the details. This is the account that I would like to connect. Username, I have the username. Okay, so you want to go with a single sign on, or let me go with password, and let me give one here. Now I need to give the password. So I need to copy the password and paste here. Role is nothing but the account admin. Account admin means, for the timing, what you can assume is he will have all the privileges, okay, over the account. Let me give account admin. To which warehouse you want to connect? What is the purpose of the warehouse? It will give the compute power to read or write data to the database. Okay, what it is saying, the default database will be, okay, in case if you wish to give the database name, yes, you can give the database name, guys. Okay. So on which database you want to connect, to which database you want to connect? DevDB, right? What is the database name?
Dev underscore DB.
Dev underscore DB, right? This is the database that I want to connect. Let me give the DevDB. To which schema? Dev underscore schema. Threads are nothing but for the parallel processing. You can give any number here. Okay, 4 threads. Okay, what it is saying? So it is saying it is initialized. Okay, can you see the message, guys? So once you give that, what it is saying, in this particular location, okay, let me copy this. This is the location of your YAML file. Even in the interviews also, they'll ask the first question. What is this profiles.aml file? Profiles.aml file. Where it is located? It is located in your C drive and the respective users folder. Okay. So let me switch to that. See, so I have DBT project. Inside this, I have different things here. Okay, even I have one more project.yaml file. Okay, first let me switch to that, the profile.yaml file. Okay, let me go to the profile.yaml. What is this profile.yaml file? What it contains exactly? Okay, right click and open. So your profile.yaml file, what exactly it is containing? It is containing the required database details, right? What is the current database? Yeah. So what is the current account name is GNW. This is my account name, right? So your profile.yaml file is containing the right. So it is having the old entities. Let me let me debug actually. Let me initialize the project. Okay. So I have given all the connection details. Now what it is saying, DBT debug. Okay. What is this DBT debug? It will verify whether all the connections are proper or not. Okay, we are initializing the project. Yeah. DBT debug. DBT debug. I'm just trying to check whether all the connections, all the given connections are proper or not. Okay. So it is throwing an error actually. Okay. 1 minute. Sorry. So we should switch to that particular project, right? DBT. We are in DBT info. Now I need to switch to DBT project. Let me go to that. CD DBT project. Okay. Here let me run DBT debug. So I'm just verifying whether all the given connections are proper or not. Okay, error. Okay. So there is an error in the error in your profile.yaml file. Let me open that. So in dbt underscore info, so let me give the account name guys here. This is my account name. This database name, account name, dev schema. Yeah, rest everything is here. Let me save this file. Let me run dbt debug. Error invalid. Project. 1 minute. Could not find the profile name dbt underscore project. Okay. 1 minute. dbt underscore project. Okay, fine. Okay, so all checks are passed. So the point is in the profile.yaml file, right? So this is your YAML file, right? So here it should have the project name actually, DBT underscore project. So the project which we created is, the folder which we created is DBT underscore project, right? So in DBT info, we have a project called DBT underscore project. Okay. So it will look for this particular project, and what it will do, it will connect to the respective account, respect to like target Snowflake account. Okay. Now you're clear, right? So all the checks are passed. Okay. All the checks are passed. Now, whatever I have showed you, right? We'll try to see all those things. So I explained you like we have different things, right? We have different models, snapshots, seeds, and all, right? So let me go to that. So what you need to do
One
is
doubt.
you need to. Sorry.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
So why don't we create an environment as a DBT project? So that is not a project folder, correct?
Which one you're talking about? This one?
So previously you installed the DBT code in an environment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that you named as a DBT project, and using that you initiate that the new project name can be anything, right?
Because yeah, it can be anything. But I created this with this folder name, right? See, I'm in this particular folder. Okay. I'm in this particular location. In this location, okay, I ran this DBT debug, right? Okay.
Yep.
I initialize the project, right? So if you initialize the project with this name, with the same name, okay, you will have the project.yaml file, right?
So one
See,
small, there's one doubt is like when you execute the command dbt init, right, initiation. So it
uh,
asks you to enter one name. So that name could
correct.
be anything, my project. It could be customer project, or it could be
Yeah,
order
yeah,
project, right?
right, right. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
tell you.
that's
See,
where I confused between the
no, no,
environment
no.
name and the project name.
Yeah, it can be anything, but the thing is, I have not installed properly. See, after installing Anaconda, right, I should have restarted my system. Okay,
Oh, okay.
so that's not happened actually. Okay, so
Sure,
that's the
sure.
reason. Okay. Maybe for you, right, it will not show you these many number of connections. Okay, it will show
Correct.
you only one connection. Okay,
Yeah, got it.
fine. So the next step is I want to see the different components of it. Okay, what you need to do, you need to run this command code dot. You know what it will do? It will take you to the Visual Studio environment. It will take you to the Visual Studio environment. Yes. Let me maximize this. So can you see you have macros, modals, seeds, snapshot, tests, right? We have different things right here. Okay. So when I say model, okay, uh, what it is saying, they given you some sample models actually, but I would like to create a model. Okay. When I say model, it's nothing but a SQL file, guys. Click on this, create a new file. Let's say the model which I am going to create is t underscore customer underscore new dot SQL. So model is a dot SQL file. Inside this, what you're going to write is you're going to write the SQL statements. So let me connect to Snowflake. So in Snowflake environment, right? What I'm going to do is, so I have this orders table. Okay, let me do a refresh. So in dev schema, I have three tables, and this is one file format that I just created. Okay, I have only two objects, right? One is tables, the other one is file formats. Okay, now I'm taking this particular table, orders table. Okay, so from the orders table, what I'm going to do is, let me write it with let's say orders as select star from orders. So one simple select statement I'm writing is, why we are getting invalid recursive. 1 minute. So this is a simple select statement that I'm writing. Okay. Now let me copy this statement and put inside the model. And one more important point is don't give any semicolon here. Okay. So this is my model. Okay. Once I create the model, I need to run the model, guys. Okay. To run the model, you need to go to the terminal. Okay, go to the terminal, open a new terminal. I'll give you the command case. Okay, so the different commands is, you can, if you want to run a model, right, you can use this one, dbt run, and select the model name. Actually, what is the model? T underscore customer underscore customer underscore new dot sql. So enter this one. So you are running the model. Okay, what will happen if you run the model? Let's say I just want to pick few columns, okay, from this table, and I ran the model. It is clearly stating that the model is successfully completed. Okay, but internally, what if you go to Snowflake, you can observe what exactly happened internally. Let me do a refresh. There is a view that got created, right? From where this view got created? So this view got created from the DBT. Let me check the, let me query the view T underscore customer underscore view. So if I query this view, I can able to see the data. Okay. So we have seen what is a model and how to create it and how to run the model. What will happen internally once you create a model? Okay, a view will gets created automatically. And I showed you one slide, right, wherein it explains about the different materializations, right? Materializations, right? When I say materialization, once you execute the model, what exactly has to happen? So by default, it is creating the view, right? It is creating the view. But let me open the one of the file. I'll go to the respective project. I have a file called dbt underscore project. Okay, let me open this particular file. Okay, so in this particular file, see, you can see models, right? Models, analysis, tests, seeds, macros, snapshots. Okay. And if you go to the end, right, what is the materialization? Materialization is showing as view. Okay, so by default, the materialization is view. That is the reason. Okay, a new view is getting created in Snowflake. In case if I want to change this, let's say I want to make it as a table. Okay, I'm changing it, the materialization as a table. So if I do that, what will happen? In case if I try to run the model, let me run the model. Instead of creating a, what to say, a view, it will create as a table, guys. Okay, it is successfully created. Let me come back to Snowflake, do a refresh, go to tables. See, I have a new table at T underscore customer underscore new. So that is called materialization. Okay, I'm just introducing you to different terms actually. So the terms which you have seen right here, we have models. Okay, model is nothing but a .sql file, and you are running the model, and you are able to see the materialization. So materialization is nothing but, okay. So how the target? I mean, what is the target object type? It's maybe a table view or a materialized view or an incremental load. Okay, you can define that. Fine. So let me just summarize what we have discussed. So we talked about what exactly a DBT is. Okay. So basically, DBT is nothing but it's a transformation. I think. So we are seeing this right from long term. So in informatics also we can apply different transformations, right? We have this rank transformation, dense rank transformation, okay, aggregator, union, different transformations are there. The same thing you can perform by using DBT, but the actual transformations are not happening in the Snowflake. It is happening outside of Snowflake by using DBT. So what is the advantage that we are going to get? Okay, that we will see in like later sessions. But these are all the different transformations that you can perform. Okay, and mainly this is like to perform the transactions on the raw data, guys, on the raw data. And these are all the keywords. We have seen these keywords, right? What are models? Can you see models here? Models is there. Okay, snapshots is there. Okay, snapshot is there. Okay, these are all different keywords. Okay? So anyways, we'll talk about one by one later. And you have there are two different environments here. One is DBT cloud and the other one is DBT core. We have seen how to install DBT core, and we have seen what a project .yaml file will contain and what a profile .yaml file will contain. That's what materialization equal to view, materialization equal to table. We can see that. Okay, we can see that in detail. You got some idea, right? And I think you already have the course content, right? I think the course content covers all these things actually. So if you are new to Snowflake, you should understand few of the basic terms, so that I will discuss separately. So any questions, please? Let me copy the class notes. So this will include all the DBT steps, guys. Even let me copy whatever I have executed. So the first step, what we have done, we have seen the environment list. So we have only this one. After that, what you have seen, we have created the project. So once you create the project, these are all the different packages that got installed. You need to click on Y here. Proceed, you need to select Y. And after that, again, you need to see the environment. This is your step 3. And this is your step 2. This is your step 2. And this is step 3. And step 4 is you need to activate the DBT project. And step 5 is, okay, so you need to install DBT core. You are installing DBT core. Pip install DBT core. This is your step, let's say step 5. Okay, to see the available packages. Okay, so you have installed DBT core. This is your step number 6. And after that, what you are doing? Yes, that is done. Now again, you are checking the project. Yes, step 6 is done, and step 7. Again, you are checking all the packages, all the available packages, and you will find DBT core. Now, next thing is you are checking the version of the Snowflake, version of the what to say, DBT. That is your step 8. You don't have any plugins. Now, what you are going to do? You are going to install the plugin for Snowflake, and during installation, okay, this is your step 10. So you can check the again the version actually. So a new plugin got installed. Now the step 11 is you are switching towards the project. Switch to the required folder, and you are initializing the project. This is your step 12. You are initializing the project. That's it, I guess. So what you need to do, you need to select enter 1 here. Enter 1. After that, you need to click again enter 1. You need to give the password, account name, warehouse name, database name, schema name, number of threads. Once that is done, this is your step 13. Okay. I think for you it will be straightforward actually. You won't get any issues. All checks are passed. You'll get a message something like all checks are passed. Now this is your step 14, guys. To switch to to move to VS Code, okay, Visual Studio. So code dot. So after that, what you need to create a model. I think I have given you the steps, right? Let me copy this. Okay. So this is your step 15 to create the model. Create the model, and later you can watch the video, guys. So in the video, they are have clearly given what are the different steps that you need to create a model and how to execute the model. How to execute the model, guys? You need to use this option, okay, to run the model. Finally, to run the model, you need to run this command, okay. Let me share you this class notes, please. Okay, you'll get the class notes in some time. Okay. Any questions, please?
Yeah, thank you, Krishna.
Sure, sure.
I'm good.
Thank you. Thanks for your time, guys. Yeah, we'll meet tomorrow. Not tomorrow, then next session. Okay.